Hello everyone, I'm Regular Janamari, and first of all, Happy New Year guys. And like I said, it's been quite a while since I uploaded a video. The main reason why I was not able to upload a video for quite a while is because my graphic card kind of got busted, so I had to send it to repair, so it took quite time before it got repaired. So now it's finally back and I'm finally able to recreate videos, and of course I should be making some Unbound videos, but I have been having some problem with Need for Speed Unbound. Well, later on that, so of course it's been a while, but I'm here today. I'm gonna make a video finally, and of course it's New Year, so it's a fresh year and a fresh start. So of course, as you read the title, in today's video we're gonna recreate the high car from Donut Media. Of course, the one which I'm gonna recreate is the orange Subaru WRX. It's kind of recent season of the highlight. I think it's the third season where they build track cars from two identical Subaru WRX. One gets, of course, the cheap parts and the other one gets the expensive parts. So in today's video I'm going to recreate high car, which is of course created by both James and Zach, and of course the other Donut crew members. So let's start the video, shall we guys? Of course, for the build we're going to use a 2005 Subaru Impreza WRX XC8. Although in the show they used a plain WRX, it was not the STI version of the car, and I think it was the 2007 model. But I don't think that there was much difference between the Subarus. Like, the only thing, if I remember, different shaded the Subarus was, like, I think initially when the second gen came it was the Bug-Eye, and then of course they changed it a bit, and of course again 2 years later they changed it to other facelift, which we of course known as the Hawkeye. So moving to the aero appearances. So according for the aero stuff, they used a different front splitter, they used a rear spoiler as well as under trays and a diffuser. So for this splitter we're gonna go and choose Forza Street Aero, because of course it got a front splitter which is not as big as in the show, but it's got canal and the front toe, so I think I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. As for the rear wing, we're going to go with the Forza wing because this is the one which matches the build from the show. For the rear bumper, I think they had a diffuser, but we don't have a diffuser, and when it chooses the Forza option it removes the stock diffuser, so I think I'm going to go with the stock here as well. As for the side skirts, I think side skirts they didn't do much, although they did add under tray inside, so I'm going to leave it stock as well. And for the hood, I'm gonna leave it stock as well, so we're gonna leave the most of things stock, except we're gonna add the front splitter and the rear spoiler. So as for the tires, if I remember correctly, they use some Yokohama Avon tires, so we don't have a specific company in the game, so I think I'm gonna go with the same Slick Race compound. Gonna make him a bit wider because we're gonna need some grip. Since it was a time attack car, they're gonna definitely grip. As for the rims, I think they used Avon RS wheels, but we don't have them in the game, so the ones which matches close to them are these, which are Wet Sports TC105N. So I think I'm gonna go with these ones because I'm gonna make them 18 inches in size. For rear as well, I'm of course gonna add some engine spacers. Go. Now, if I remember correctly, the high car had they had to replace the transmission because it got blown over during the race. So we're gonna add a race transmission to it, and of course a race driveline, and of course we're gonna add a race differential. As for the suspension, I think they used what wasn't like TN's suspension, I think, which kind of reminds me of TN from Dragon Ball Z, but whatever. So as for the suspension, I think I will go with the race compound because it kind of lowers the car and it kind of looks good in a bit lower stance. I'm gonna go with that. Of course, gonna add some anti-roll bars. I'm gonna do some weight shifting. So as for the engine, they did of course change the turbo. They upgraded to a Gator turbo, so of course we're gonna fully upgrade the turbo. And of course gonna add some race cams to it. So we're pretty much done with the build, so next thing to do is gonna do some upgrading to the car, and we're pretty much done, and next thing to do is gonna change the paint of the car, and we're done. As for the paint of the car, if I remember, if you have watched the new High-Low series, you know they have painted this car multiple times. Of course at first they painted, I think it was like a kind of a jade shade, or I could be wrong because I don't remember what it was called exactly, but after which the high team of course totaled their car, so of course they rebuilt the car once again, and of course they changed the color at that time. So of course at that time they painted the car orange, so we're gonna go in the color palette, and yeah, this is the color which we are looking for, so we're gonna go and do this. As for the rims, I'm gonna paint them black because they were kind of like bronze and blackish tint, but I think black will look really good with orange, so I'm gonna go with those. As for the brake calipers, they were kind of gray in color. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think this is fine. And if I remember correctly, the spoiler of the car was made of carbon fiber, so of course gonna use the carbon fiber texture because of course, yeah. So yeah, we're done with the color of the car as well. So yeah, so after all the bodywork and of course the performance part, this is how the car looks like. Now I'm gonna say it does not look exactly the accurate, although it did not have much change other than like an aftermarket spoiler, you know, rims, and of course splitter and undertray. But I would say it kind of looks nice. I really like the car, and although here's a fun fact, I think they blew up their motors like more than 5 times making the series, because like we know that the AJs and of course these super boxes are not that much reliable because something known as like oil starvation or something. And then other than that, it was not an easy high load series make, I think, for them, because it was a lot of pain as well, since it's not fun to replace engine multiple times of a car, but still they were able to do it. So yeah, this is how the car looks like. In my opinion, it looks really great. So next time we're gonna do a test drive in a car, so here we go. So here we are in a race, and of course, as I'm gonna drive the car, so the car feels good, driving pretty good. So here's some few things I forgot to add while customizing the car, is that they of course changed some few things in the interior, such as they added an aftermarket steering wheel, and of course they added an aftermarket shift knob and infotainment system, as well as some gauges and pedals, and changed the pedals of their car from, I think it was a Forester. So yeah, there were a few things that were changed as well. Although this car really looks good, it's like a track car, so I can understand why they changed the interior, because you know, sure you can do modifications to the car from your outside, but most of the time when you're driving the car, you're inside. Of course, when you drive the car, you drive from the inside, you don't see much of your car from the inside. Of course, you can see the hood of the car, but that's it. So it's a pretty good thing if you can change and like we can do some changes to the interior, because you know, when we drive our cars, we like try to customize it the way we like it. So yeah, German modifications, although they were a bit expensive, they did do look nice, not gonna lie. So yeah, as for the car runs nice, it's really good. I like Subarus, but sometimes I'm kind of worried that I might not own it because of my financial issues. Although it's not that much financial, but it could be because of, you know, the issues with the car, because like I said, the engines, not that they're unreliable, but like you have to be a lot careful with these cars because how easily the motors get blown. Like I said, they build their motors for like more than like 5 times. And as for, speaking of the motor, I would like to show some more content, because of course I'm gonna record some Unbound as well, but currently I'm having some issues with the game because I'm not able to run it properly. Sometimes it's not able to run on full screen. Sometimes the EA app is showing me that your connection is not temporarily available, even though my connection is totally fine. I guess everybody got problems. Yeah, it looks like we're about to finish the race, so let's do it. Well guys, looks like we're at the end of the video. I hope you really enjoyed the video, and of course, like I said, now that my graphic card is repaired, I'm gonna try to upload some more videos. And so yeah, if you guys really enjoyed the video, like the video and share it with friends and family members. And of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel because it really helps me. So till the next video, goodbye.